Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're out here in the woods again, of course, and we're going to finish I guess you can almost say the second part of the scent-free clothes deal. Now I've went to several stores except Walmart, and for some reason spray bottles are a hot item. I don't know why, but anyway, can't find them. So I'm going to go to Walmart here in a few minutes, and after I get done here doing what I'm going to do, and show you guys how to make scent-free spray. Super easy, guys, super cheap. You do not need to go buy all that chemical crap. You can if you want to. I mean, I do, but so I used to buy, stuff from Walmart, the dead downwind and all that, and it is good, I guess, if you like that stuff. Now, if you go out in the woods and you do this properly, you can have a 5-gallon bucket of this for pretty much ever. It lasts forever. It's super easy to do, and it's almost practically free minus a spray bottle. Now, if you have a dead downwind bottle or a HS strut or whatever, well, 2 and 2 makes 4, guys. All right, so the basics of what you want to get is you want to try to match, at least I think, your surrounding area. Like if you hunt in the conifers, or you hunt in, nothing but hardwoods, or you hunt wherever, you want to get that smell as close to that as possible. Now, you don't have to, because I mean, you can do whatever you want. What I like to do is get some leaves, and I like to get a little bit of pine needles and acorns and pine cones, and just what I do usually, and I'll even take some sticks, and I'll get some water in the creek, or I'll use the rainwater. I like rainwater a lot because that's definitely natural. Unless you got acid rain, then, well, it is what it is on that. But anyway, I like to do that, and, basically let it sit for about 24 hours in that water. Now, unfortunately, even though it rained last night, the creeks are pretty dry here, but I do have some rainwater at home, so that's what I plan on using, a little bit of rainwater. And obviously my bucket right now is dry, but like I said, I'm out here, I'm just collecting leaves. They're wet right now, and I'm 100% fine with that because, I mean, like I said, it's natural. Also, what I like to do, I forgot to mention, put a little bit of moss in there if you find some. And like I said, just let it sit, and the water will be very discolored, I guess you could say. And then if it's not where you want it, usually what I would do is I would put it on a boil, and then once it boils, I would just let it simmer for like a couple of, probably 20-30 minutes, and then just let it come to a complete coolness. And at that point, take a cheesecloth or a towel, and then put over your bucket, in your pot, stock pot, whatever you're cooking it in, which I'll show you what I use, and basically strain it out. And at that point, you have scent killer. So it looks like we're going to go right over in there. It looks like the place where it has the most. I see some moss over there, and I see a little bit of leaves and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and we will gather up some stuff in this bucket here, and then we'll take it home, put it in rainwater, and then in about 24 hours or so, we will go ahead and like I said, boil it, and then let it simmer for 15-20 minutes, and go from there. I'll show you what happens next. Now, I can assure you guys right now that you do not at all have to boil this. You can just let it sit. And if you're going to let it sit, now this is what I used to always do, because first of all, I might go ahead and just do it this way just to show you guys, but I didn't have, my dad, my stepmother, they didn't like me using all their stuff to do all this. So either I had to go buy the stuff, which I had no money, really, not for extra stuff like this, or I just have to, wing it and then let it sit in a bucket. If you do that, I usually let it sit for about 3 days, because then all that stuff will really seep into the water. Now, I'm going to tell you another tip that I use, and somebody that does this may tell you something completely different. If you do this, I don't recommend doing it in March or April. I recommend doing it, fairly close to hunting season. Do as much as you can, because, I mean, think about how much stuff that you buy at Walmart or wherever you buy your stuff at Bass Pro. You don't go buy 5 gallons of the spray. You're only buying, just a little bottle of it. And it usually lasts most people the whole entire year. So you don't want to have a whole bunch on hand, because you don't want it to go bad. I don't think that it will go bad, but why try it? I like to go now. middle of September, almost towards October, this is to me the perfect time, because like I said, I'm not even gonna boil mine. I'm just gonna let it sit and show you guys how the water will turn colors and everything, and show you guys what it looked like. Now there's some good thing is there's a little bit of mushrooms here too, and there's a little bit of moss on the trees, which I'll show you, and I'm going to use all that, and I'm going to use some of this bark here, so like, you're really going to get that fresh earth smell and this stuff. You believe that? I'm not squirrel hunting today, and there's squirrels jumping in the trees. Go figure, huh? All right. Well, anyway, let's get to this. All right. So what I like to do, and if you don't really want to touch anything like that, well, then don't. Just go ahead and wear gloves. But I don't care. I wash my hands and be all right with it. I don't want to get really any dirt in here. I just want to get the leaves, because you've got a lot of matter in here. And then you see this old log right here. This is perfect. And you got another mushroom right here. Look at there. So I'll take some of this dirt, or some of these old wood here, and I'll just put it in here, because it holds a lot of smell. Now I do like acorns, preferably the ones that aren't super green, the ones that are kind of already turning. Now there's not a lot of them out because squirrels ate most of them. All right, this is not the kind of moss that I like. I like the kind that's in the big, big area that's on the ground. But this is what I got right here right now. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull it off. It's basically the same stuff. We don't want to take all of it. We just need a little bit, just to smell this bucket up a little bit. And we'll take about that much. All right, now what we want to do is we want to try to find a little bit of pine, which we can easily, and some acorns if possible. All right, you can do this, like I said, this is about what I got. And I've got acorns in here, a few little walnuts that are already cracked up from squirrels, the moss, pine needles, leaves, moss, I'm not sure if I ever said that, and sticks. What we're going to do, like I said, is put the rainwater in here and just put a lid on it and let it sit for about 3 days. And right before you get ready, probably every day, I would stir it up and make sure that you get everything moving around real good. Stomp it with a stick or whatever. And then, like I said, 3 days is what you're going to need. All right, I just got done dumping the rainwater in here, and I'm going to let it sit out here outside uncovered. I'm going to try a little something different. Usually I said I covered it up and let it sit, but I'm going to let it sit out here in the sunshine, so let the actual sun, kind of like sun tea, let it sit here and do its thing for about 3 days. I'll check back in with you guys. All right, so what I did is I let it sit for almost a week and a half. Got a little busy, but that's okay, because I stuck my hand in there, and guys, I can tell you it smells like nature. Also, what I did is I went to Walmart. It's the only place I could find these things. Don't know why. I guess it's a new craze, like I mentioned. But they're $1 at Walmart, and if you have your old spray bottle, from HS Strut or Dead Downwind, well, you don't have to buy this, but I don't have them anymore, so this is what I got to work with. And it doesn't go with me in the woods anyway. It stays in my truck. Bad thing is, if you leave it and it's cold, it's going to freeze, so I guess it is what it is. You have to decide what you want to do. But let me show you what I got and how I'm going to strain it, and we'll go from there. So you can take all the stuff out of here if you want to. Now I'm going to take some of it out because it's pretty damn heavy with all the moss and everything in it. But I would leave some of the stuff in here, and all I did is drape the old towel that I had. Now this has been treated. Also, I've washed it and let it sit out for days, and it doesn't smell like anything really. So we'll take some of this stuff out, and we're going to throw it away, but right now we're just going to put it right here for the time being. Guys, you can really smell the earth in this thing. I'm telling you, it's pretty earthy, especially with the rainwater and everything. It's great. All right, so we're just going to dump it in real slowly because we don't want the towel to fall in. And just like that, you now have your own scent-free spray. All right, so my recommendation with this is I would definitely, if you have an outdoor refrigerator, put it in a refrigerator. You probably don't need to, but I always do anyway, or used to. This will be in my refrigerator. My wife doesn't know yet, but it will be. That way it's ready to go as soon as I'm ready to go. All right, so to put in your bottle, if you have enough water, you can just dip your bottle in there if you want to, or you can take a funnel and dump it in, depending on how anal you are about the smell. I'm just going to dip my bottle in here and fill it up and stick it in the refrigerator. And what we have here is liquid gold. All right, guys, if you like what you see here, like and subscribe. Good luck this deer season, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. God bless.